youngest daughter and member of the Donna Foundation, Mary Owen.
Thank you, Pip, so much. It's my first time in Marshalltown. It's amazing. I love it here. Thank you all so much for coming. I'm going to try not to cry, okay? Thank you all for coming, and thank you for this piece from 1942 to 2012. We Americans live in peace, thanks to you. Thank you for mobilizing peace in Europe, in Russia, in the Ukraine, the Baltic Republics, Belarusia, Poland, Czechoslovakia, Lithuania, Latvia, everywhere. Thank you so much. Thank you from all of my friends who are first and second generation Holocaust survivors. They will never forget the American soldiers who opened the gates of the concentration camps and the ghettos. Thank you also for coming and giving me the privilege of saying thank you directly to you. I know a lot of people who would be happy to see you and say thank you as well. So few soldiers are still alive now. And of course, my mother would be so happy to be here and see you all, and thank you. And only you guys remember her when she was young. She was just a girl in these movies like See Her, Private Hargrove, and The Human Comedy, and The Man from Down Under, and The Courtship of Andy Hardy, and all these movies, and They Were Expendable, where she was so good with soldiers. And guys, you weren't the only ones who wrote to her. A lot of people wrote to her, but she saved your letters. That's why it's easy for me to stand up here and thank you. I'm generally shy and have stage fright. But so please, stay alive as long as you can. We need you. We need your witness to this terrible war. You know, not just the Steven Spielberg variety that we get fed. So, and thank you for this peace, which I live in with all my friends who lost their relatives but still have peace. And I'd like to ask, who is the actress today that symbolizes the sweetness of home and family that my mother did? To whom can soldiers write letters to from Iraq and Afghanistan? You are lucky to have a girl who is a symbol of your country. You know, who are the pinup girls now? So I'd like to read only one letter I have that my mother actually wrote to a soldier. Soldier, you've given me a thrill. I suppose every actress in Hollywood receives letters from the men in service today. I know most of mine are from the armed services, but I'm sure that no letter ever brought greater pleasure than has yours. You say that I'm the kind of girl you'd like to come home to. This is the finest compliment I've ever been paid. The forgotten persons in this war are the girls you men have left behind. I assure you they haven't forgotten you. If you, in your mind at least, can represent our American girls on the home front, I'm flattered. In Hollywood, we seem to be so limited in what we can do. Oh, it's true that we make personal appearances, stage Bond rallies, and visit the Hollywood canteen, but there are so many of our boys in uniform, and we can reach so few of them. That's why a message such as yours telling how some of us have become your pinup girls gives me a thrill. It means we've been able to reach a few more of you. I'm afraid that I'm a poor hand at writing letters, but I do try to answer every one from a soldier or a sailor. Some of us here at the studio have formed a club in which we get together once a week for the sole purpose of writing our answers. Have you been able to see The Human Comedy yet? There is a wonderful line in it written by William Saroyan that tells beautifully how we feel. It is the scene where I attend a show with a young soldier I have just met. When the American flag is flown on the screen, I lean over to him and whisper proudly, "The flag used to make me think of Washington and Lincoln, but now when I see it, I think of my brother Marcus. He's in the Army too, you know." That line is the perfect example of how the girls at home are thinking constantly of their brothers, husbands, or sweethearts in uniform. Well, as I said, I'm not much on letter writing. That's funny. But I did want you to know how much I appreciate your note It hardly seems to balance, but you keep fighting and thinking of us, and we'll keep writing and thinking of you. Sincerely, Donna.